Hello, guys. I'm not one of those influencers people. I wouldn't even call myself influencer because I'm not. But I don't like to talk that much or to talk about pointless things. I like to annoy people, but it's not that pointless because in the end it's still fun for me. But that's not the point what I want to make. It's just that I feel like nowadays all the social media has no real value. You learn nothing from it, you don't get inspired from it. And I'm always catching myself trying to live an unexceptional life, but not doing those things which will cause it. Well, kind of I'm doing those things, kind of actually. Unluckily, probably also my partner will watch these videos, so I don't know where I will upload this video now. But I would like to talk a little bit about just myself actually. I am one of the worst person talking about myself. I'm not a good storyteller. I am one of those people when I start to talk, the most of the ones which were listening to me stop listening because I am not that entertaining. But it's what I meant at the beginning. I am not those nice speakers which can talk and talk. Anyways, enough talking bad about myself. It is how it is. I just wanted to make those things clear for you. If you search validation, you're wrong with me. Now I get kind of lost. Well, anyways, the point is that I always watch videos and then I start to feel bad. Videos of successful people, videos of some idiots just doing some nonsense. I will not call some names, but if you watch those influencers which have the higher view rates, they are doing just nonsense. The young kids are just following those nonsense also. And I feel like I don't even want to be influencer, but I just like the idea to be independent. I like the idea to have a higher influence on people in a good way. But also I feel like I'm going to tell you something. I'm trying to build a personality, I'm trying to be authentic, but in the end of the day, all the people, or 99% of them, or maybe not that much, but 95, are doing it because of the money, not because of they like to create content, if you know what I mean. And I'm honest with you, that's also why I'm doing this video. I don't know, I want to make it clear kind of. But I would like to talk about, I don't know how to say it. When I always watch people and listen to their stories, they are having such a nice life. Everything is so easy. Doesn't seem like they have struggles and problems. But in my case, I have too many struggles. And I just would like to share a life of a person which isn't, how can I say it? I mean, I would like to share my life, my experience, what I did, what happened in my life. To make it short somehow. So let's go. Well, I don't know where to start. I would describe myself as a person which tries to be morally, ethically good with himself. I'm not trying to be a saint or to be a prophet, like Jesus or like Muhammad, you know what I mean? But I try just to feel nice with myself about what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm doing bad things and I don't like it. But one thing, for example, I always were telling myself, no, my mother were telling myself to don't steal stuff. And also other weird nonsense. because she unluckily have been one of these person which were saying deep things, but she just saying deep things without even understanding them, which is nice but also bad, because on the other side she just always were trying to have opinion which is special, like the earth is flat. Oh, I will take this opinion because it sounds so nice. You know what I mean? But she also was saying, well, stealing is bad. And it will, if you steal one time, it will always change your character. And I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't do it for a long time. I remember consciously when I was with my cousin, there was a key moment, and he had Pokemon cards. And they didn't care about them. They were giving a fuck. They were lying everywhere. They were broken. They were on the floor. And there were so many of them. And I never have had Pokemon cards because I care more about Yu-Gi-Oh! So I watched them. I saw them on the floor. I saw even that my cousins were walking on them. And then my cousin, which was the same age like me, I had several cousins, but they have been his kites and also kites from his older cousin, I mean from his sisters, my older cousins. It's kind of confusing. But anyways, the point is that he left the room. I was alone for some minutes. I knew he will be doing something else, so I could steal the kites. And I was thinking about to steal the kites. I remember it. But then it kicked so much in that I was like, if I will steal something from him, I would break what my mother teach me. I would be a bad person. So I can either choose to don't steal or to steal. No one is watching me, but if I do it, I will feel bad about myself. So what did I do? I didn't do it. It was hard. It was not that easy, what you would expect, because I used to love kites and Pokemon, all this stuff. I didn't steal it, and I feel so nice with myself. And this goes on and on. I have never did something until one key moment. It was a bad key moment, in which it's getting confusing because I have a huge family, but it was another cousin. This cousin is 5 years older than me, and since I am like 16, 17, 18, 19, in this time, I mean now I'm 23, but in this time range I have been nice with him. He always have been working as a waitress, earning good money, and he buy one time an Amazon gift card for 50 euros, like $50. And he asked me to buy something for him. I buy it for him, and there was remaining money, like 10 euros or 12. And he didn't ask me about it, like for 2 weeks or one. And I was like, well, he will forget it. I know him. He will give a fuck, because with money he's always like that. So before he will forget it, I will use it to buy something else for me. I bought something. I bought a diffuser, and guess what? 1 week after that, he asked me for the money because he would like to buy something else. And I was telling him that the money is not there anymore. I was kind of lying, and I haven't had any work, and I felt bad, and that was a bad key moment for me, in which I didn't do what I felt I should do. Well, anyways, my point is just, how can I say it? Well, I'm more of these people who are more thinking than to talk, you know. Was just a key moment for me, to notice that I feel significant better with myself if I have these morals and standards. Am I just following them by my own? I could tell you too many of these stories, but it's just that, of course, sometimes I don't fulfill my standards, but I'm trying most of the time to fulfill them. And that's why I don't feel like a bad person, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be a saint, how you said in the beginning. I just try to be okay with myself. Well, that's the one point. Well, I have too many things to tell about my life, but I will make it more short. I grew up in a household in which that's hard. I mean, we didn't have any money. We get money from the government. My parents used to work for some time, but not that much. And my mother was working a low qualified job. She was a cleaner, and I never could tell anyone that she's working as a cleaner. If I would have tell someone, what I did sometimes, and I told her like, well, I tell the person already, you don't need to fear to talk about this topic because I already tell him. She used to get angry that I told some other people that she was working as a cleaner because she was telling them some other professions what she were doing. She had a profession as a cosmetica, I think that's the name, but she never worked in this profession because she just graduated, get kids, didn't have time to work as this profession, and then she was too scared to try it, and then she keep working in the low profession as a cleaner. I think it's called like this, right? Cleaner. Anyways, what can I tell you? Well, we never had that much money. My mother was a German, my father was a refugee from Pakistan. He's not a bad person, but they're just two different cultures. He also used to hit her. I don't hate him for that, but I just don't like this culture. I don't like the Pakistan culture, which treats women so bad. So I was telling myself I will never hit or treat my partner bad, and support her and don't make her fear about money. And then time goes on. I have been in a bad household. My parents used to fight always, and I had a bigger brother. My bigger brother have been 15 years older than me. I had a bigger sister, 3 years older or 2 years, and a little sister 2 years younger. My little sister always have been making fights with me. My mother was shouting with me because I just protect myself and I just hit my little sister because before I hit her, she did something to me. And I always get, how can I say it? My mother always treats me like if I was the only guilty one. And my little sister always make like jokes. Like showing me her tongue while my mother was shouting with me. To be like, ha, I fuck you. I tricked my mother again to make her believe that you were the guilty one. I just defend myself, and I didn't know how else I can do it. And then after some time, I start to use words against my little sister, and then I make her get angry, and then she gets so angry that she even attacked me physically, and then I attack her back, because when she attacks me physically, I need to defend myself. But even in this way, I was being the wrong person. I was being the bad person. I was being the guilty one. And my mother always gets angry with me. My mother is even saying to me nowadays, I'm 23, that she likes my big brother the most, then my little sister, then she likes my big brother, then my little sister, then my big sister. Then she likes our dog, and then after our dog, she likes me. So I'm on the, I think the 5th place, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5th place. And she's telling it to me, nowadays. For her it's funny, but for me it's not. It's painful. I would like just to hear that everybody is equal, and she don't like someone more than the other. Even though it's a lie, I also don't tell my mother I like my father more. It's not a lie, but for what I should tell it to her? To hurt her? No. Anyways, so my mother didn't really like me that much. My father likes me a lot, but also my father didn't get involved that much in our how can I say it, childhood. He was giving more fuck, He was there, but not really. Well, it's hard to explain. Wait, I'm going for a walk with our dog. I just need to watch where to go. Anyways, I didn't have a good childhood. My big brother was 15 years older than me, and in these bad times of my life, I didn't know. I mean, I had no really hobby, you know. When I was a kid, I liked to fight. Um, why? I don't know. I think that's just a kid stuff, you know, of male kids. I like to fight, and I wish I would do. I would have done it more often when I get older. Anyways, so when I was a kid, I was the strongest, one of the strongest kids in the class. Not the strongest, but one of the strongest. It was a nice feeling. I was proud of it. But then my parents were having so many issues. I no money, and I couldn't do something with friends because of having no money. And then my brother showed me the world of video games. Was one of the world's worst things what he could have done. I hate him kind of that he did it to me, because otherwise I would never have entered this shitty lonely path of playing games and not having any other hobby, playing too much, not be able to sleep, going tired to school, don't even going to school, not having any patience to learn for a class test. All this was horrible. I will be honest with you. Well, just wait some Christmas. Come. To call my dog before he's going somewhere else to enter the car. Christmas. And yes, the dog is called Christmas because I gave it to my girlfriend as a birthday gift. No, a Christmas gift on Christmas. Well, that's another topic. So I was on this rabbit hole of always playing video games. I wanted to quit several times because as a kid I had some moments in which it make like click, and I noticed that video games are bad for me. I will drive now, but I can be able to talk. I noticed video games are bad for me, but it was so hard to escape from it. I mean, to finish them, because my little sister were playing video games, my big sister kind of too, my brother, my cousin, I mean also my cousins in my age. I had too many cousins, and they were just playing games, you know, and if they were doing something else, it was about work. I mean, I would have liked the brother would have told me like martial arts to fight, you know, boxing, because as a kid you will do whatever your brother is teaching you, showing you. And of course video games are not completely 100% bad, but I don't know, in my case it was just too much. I did it too often. I still believe video games are bad, whatever you say to me. There is no point on playing games, and it's hard to regulate it, especially as a young man, which has as a young man, you want to fight with other kids. You want to make your energy go away. You have too much energy, too much testosterone, and then the wrong game hits you, and then you're just playing video games, and you have nothing else to talk. You can just talk about this one game. Wherever you are with another people, with another person, you can just talk about games. And all the other kids, they don't play games. I mean, it's not normal for them. Or maybe they play games, but the standards game like FIFA, and also in a healthy amount. So you are beginning to be the single guy in the class, the one who is just playing games, and any other person is like avoiding you kind of. And with me have been like this. I mean, it didn't start immediately, but as more time were passing, as more I became this dead kid, the weird kid, had a bad hair. I mean, I also have a skin problem. I mean, I have too many problems actually. I have a skin problem, like dead body cells. It's called psoriasis. I have this, for example. I am having teeth problem because my mother were giving a fuck about my teeth when I was young. Nowadays I even lose one teeth with 23 and I need to pay like 2,000 euros. It's like $2,000, and just for one teeth, and I cannot avoid it that easy, because I have rent to pay. Nowadays I'm having a Mexican wife, and she's living also in Germany, so I'm paying for two person. I'm having a stressful job. I mean, it's just crazy, you know. It's just crazy. That's why I'm hoping to make little social media. I'm not that interesting person, but maybe something will happen. I don't know. I'm just trying. in the end, to think that much doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense just to try the stuff. And I'm always losing my point. That's also a problem, right? Anyways, as how I told you, I'm not that nice storyteller. But, well, I mean, my life was like that. I never have chance with women. I have teeth problem, skin problem. I am very skinny, 6 foot and 120 pounds, also, or 60 kilos, and 84 centimeters. I don't even know why the USA Americans using this weird, like, foot and pounds. Makes no sense. It's nonsense. Anyways, I'm not here to roast the Americans. But seriously, it makes no sense. I lost again the point, right? Well, anyways, I had no chances with women. Maybe I had, but I was also weird shy. I also, when I'm talking in a way in which the people cannot understand me that nice. I mean, I have this problem of not talking that clear. That's also why I'm making these videos of loading up some music where I'm singing, because I like to sing, but also I feel it's improving my way of talking. Because especially when I'm talking German, I have all these ideas in my head what I would like to say, but then my mouth is not able to say it. I mean, it's just stuck. The words getting stuck, and as hard as I try to say it, as more it's not working. Anyways, yeah, I mean, so I always was trying to lose my addiction, but it never ever works in my life. Never ever works. I graduated from junior high school. I have been the student speaker, and I was believing when I became the student speaker, I will be so nice with women. Guess what happened? The women were completely avoiding me and giving a fuck about me. I almost just became the student speaker. And I don't know, but I always feel that the person in my class, they didn't vote me because I haven't been that self-confident. I mean, it's how in the video nowadays I'm saying, oh, I cannot tell that nice stories. Oh, I cannot do this that nice. So because I'm saying this to myself, also it's kind of true. That's the point. No, I have too much to tell. Anyways, I will be more short. I have been a student speaker. You can be like, wow, you have been a student speaker. Why does this happen? I just became student speaker because I just felt that the student speaker which have been before me, the student speaker, I felt he was not that nice, and I could do better, but not that much better. Anyways, so I was playing all my life. I was being not that nice in school, not because I'm stupid, but because I didn't have the power to do something in school. And you expect now a nice story of how I did it. No, but in the end, I still haven't been that nice. I went to high school. I finished also with not that nice, but with mediocre kind of bad grades. And after that, I mean, before I even met a woman from Mexico, and this woman, I mean, it's a huge story. I can't even write a book about it. So I will just say it short. This woman became my wife. She is kind of like me. I am like her. She's like me, and we like each other. It's very hard because of the cultural stuff. Her parents-in-law. I always were overthinking that my parents-in-law, I will try to be that they like me so much. So what did I do? I try to give these Mexican parents-in-law, I give them gifts. I was trying to learn a language. I came to Mexico because they were inviting me to live there because they prefer that I'm living in Mexico and then their daughter living in Germany. They had their own shop. But turns out that they completely hate me. They completely hated even my wife. So they were treating us like shit, like rats. We could not use the car. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but they had a business and they were trying to do everything that we will never ever be able to have a successful business. They were completely trying to make us not be successful and trying to make us completely dependent from them. It even goes so far that the mother knows I had some money for emergency and she was trying, I mean, she made me use the money because my wife needs a surgery, it was genetically that she needs a surgery because the genetic she had issues because of her parents and of her mother. So the parents and the mother have been the cause of the problem, and she needed the surgery so much. But the mother were like, no, you will pay all the money what you have left, and I will pay the remaining money. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, why I need to pay something what you are the cause for? And if I would have lived in Germany, I wouldn't even need to pay it because the government would pay it. So what's the point of making me paying it? Especially because I have no money left. And my wife convinced me to pay it. I didn't want to pay it because I didn't feel comfortable using all my money. I pay everything. I pay all my money. And guess what happened? After that, she was saying to us, well, now you are dependent from us. Now you have no money on your side. So you are more fucked. You need to listen more to me what I'm saying now. You have no independence anymore. And I was just telling her that she should be careful how she's treating us. If she continues like that, I will just leave to go to Germany and my wife will go with me. And she was just laughing and not taking me seriously because it's kind of hard for Mexicans to go to Germany, and they always were fearing it at the beginning when I met my wife. But in the end, they were like, well, you will have problems to be with her. So it's hard to get a visa for Germany as a Mexican. So yeah, we don't fear it anymore. And they were laughing at me and treating me if I'm so lazy. I mean, I am also lazy. I am also unambitioned. I am. It's not that I'm not those things. And the social media crap is making it worse. I hate social media so much. It's so useless that there is no point on social media. You're watching other people being successful and you have nothing from it. You gain nothing from it. I just feel bad watching a video how someone is getting rich and having somehow money, and I feel like this person's not even smart and don't even deserve what he's doing. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe what I'm seeing is wrong, but also that's the thing. What you see in social media is wrong. You don't even see how the people even had the pain and the suffer and the fight to achieve where they are now. But there's no point for a person like me to watch it. I should better focus on myself. So I prefer now to make this video than to watch another social media video. Anyways, that was just stuck in me. So we had all these troubles in Mexico. So what did I do? I mean, it's too huge, this topic, too huge. I will make another video maybe if you want to know it. But I make it more short. I went to Mexico. I went to Germany alone. My wife couldn't go with me. We didn't have the money. She just came to us to Germany as a tourist, and then we will ask for the visa. No, I didn't have the money. So the plan was I go to Germany, we ask for the visa, and she will come to Germany. But for this, I will require to have two things: a job with enough income and also a flat, because my parents get money from the government, so I cannot use the flat of them. And also it was too little, but it's just for the paper that she could come. But no, it was not possible because they get money from the government. And I felt alone. I felt no one is able to help me. I felt there's no support. I need to do everything by my own. And it was like that. So I got a job. I don't know how to say it, but my sister one time walked to me, my little sister. She saw my situation and she was like, I know it sounds weird, but there is a company, and this company is of two young guys of 27 and 30, and they have a security company. They want to have someone who's taking care of the company, being kind of the leader of the company. I mean, doing the task, but not being the leader of the company. I mean, to get the calls, to visit the customers, and all these. I mean, they didn't tell me that exactly, but it was about this position. And I didn't want to go to this job. I felt I will not be able to do it. I felt better I just go to a bakery and sell the breads, what I used to do also after I finished high school, and get there my money. And that's the best way to do. I didn't think that far to be able to do those things. I had no qualification, no experience of security, nothing. And she was like, no, better you should ask for it. Just try it. In secret, without knowing that she was writing a letter to ask for the job in my name. And she did it, my little sister. And then they invite me to talk to the chef. And now she was like, well, I did everything what I'm able to do. I tell them you were in Mexico, and now it's your time to show up and to convince them. I couldn't sleep for several days. I didn't want to go there, and in the end, I canceled it. I canceled it because my brother were making me hope to make another business. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I knew my brother is the person of just talking and doing nothing. But I prefer than to be with my brother, to make with him a business, what he is supposedly telling me with China and all this stuff. And I kind of knew it's nonsense than to do something by my own completely, because I always were doing what my brother was telling me. I canceled the job. I didn't say I will do the security job, and then I do the same thing with my brother. But turns out was completely was cap, was nonsense, was a lie. So I was there noticing that was the wrong decision, and we didn't even start the business. We were planning to sell Chinese products in Germany and Heidelberg, where a lot of Chinese people are. But turns out it's not that easy. It is always a cap. I don't trust any more Chinese people and my brother, because they like to talk so much and make you hopes, but in the end it's not happening anything. So I told again the guy where I were asking for the security job, like, well, if you still search someone, I would now search again the job of you. I would like to introduce myself. So I went there, I met the guy, and the guy immediately... I mean, no. I met the guy, and then I canceled it, yes. And when I met the guy, he was kind of happy with me. He was like, well, I would like to give you the job, but I need to see also the other people, because you were the first one. Then I say no to him, and then I ask him, like, well, do you still search someone? Because he was telling me that I can have the job, but I was like, no, I already did something other. And then he was writing me like, well, we're still searching someone, and I was waiting that you will tell me you want the job, because I want to have you. I mean, it was crazy, because 50 people asked for the job, and I get it, and I'm confused why. I'm a skinny guy, I'm not that well speaking, I'm very shy, I'm not confident from the way which I am being. I mean, I don't know why they took me, I don't know why. I'm an overthinker. I don't see any nice reason why I should do it. But, well, they choose me. They choose me. I went there. I make my job, and the company. I mean, no. How can I say it? There was another person who was doing my work, and he need to show me how everything is working, because he will focus more on other aspects of the company. I mean, not of the security company, but they had another company of people which are rescuing others in the water. And this company is more giving more money. I mean, making more money. Anyways, so I made the security. I mean, the guy showed me how everything is working, but he was purposely making it so hard to understand and so overcomplicated, and make it so shitty. I don't even know how to say it to you, but he really make it that I will not able to do it in a nice way. So I had my first 2 weeks completely a struggle. Also to wake up early, to do all the things, all the work, to be always reachable by phone, to take care of the workers, to make the plan for them. I mean, I don't know anything how everything works. I need to use another app, which I never have used. I need to be able to talk with the customers, to be able to plan the workers, to know which worker is full-time, part-time, and which worker is working less hours than part-time. And everybody's getting his hours, and I completely get fucked by this, overwhelmed to 100 million%. It was too much to me. And in the first day in which she showed me everything, in the second day I didn't even want to show up. I was inventing a lie. I need to go home early. I couldn't keep there any more longer, and I was completely done. I was almost crying, and I mean, it sounds bullshit, but I was completely done. I was really done. And I was calling my wife to be like, well, this job is kind of nice, will be also nice payment, but I'm not able to do it. It's too much for me. And she was like, well, how you can say it without even trying it? And she was right, but I get so angry. I was like, no, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. It's for 100% sure I'm not able to do it. And I also call my sister and everyone, and to tell them I'm not able to do it. I mean, everyone who have been involved in this process. And then just one person was saying to me something like, you are the man, you need to take care of your wife, and you never did it. Where's the problem with trying it? Will you die from that? I mean, of course not, Of course I knew all the things. Of course I get kind of angry for what he say. But in the end, he was the reason why I did it. I did it. I completely failed. My chefs were so angry with me because nothing works, but also because the guy who did the work before me, he purposely make everything get so bad. And I mean that everything is getting bad. We're losing customers. They complain with the securities. Securities quitting their job and all this. So it was very hard. In the end, I make it work. How? I don't know. Somehow it's working. I still feel not sure that nowadays. I'm working there since 8 months. they're happy with me. They want to make me now the new company, the new owner of the company, because they have another businesses which they want to focus on, and they just want to have their piece of the cake from the security company. But I will be the leading head of this. I have no idea. I never have any education, make any education. The workers are way better working me the security job than me. I'm very unprofessionally. I'm not being that sure what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm doing this job. I even hate security. You're just standing there all 8 hours and I don't like it. I hate it so much. Every second of it, I'm hating it so fucking much. But this job make it possible that I could rent a house, a flat. I could bring my wife here. Yes, it was a long process. I was fearing my wife gets hit by her parents or something else. I was always being in fear that something wrong happened, but it's still working. But for now, I'm not sure how long I can do my job. My wife is kind of angry because I never have time that much for her, and when I have time, it's always because of Christmas or my birthday or celebration, or family events, and she don't like it. She's Mexican, so I mean, yeah, they are more crazy than normal wives, but she's a good wife. She is a good woman, a good partner. Anyways, that's my life. That's why I would like to do something else than to just work. I would like to make social media, to make something creative. I hope I will be staying consistent. No, I will stay consistent. But in which terms and which patterns, I don't know. I hope you could understand me in a nice way because English isn't my first language. And fun fact, I used to hate English so fucking much. I hate it so much. So much. I was thinking always in my life, I will never ever speak English in my life. For what? I don't see any sense on this. Oh, I don't need English. Something false. Um, oh shit. Well, now my car is full of juice because I destroy a bottle of glass. I don't even know how this could happen. I almost finish. Well, that's life, right? You never expect something to happen. Anyways, I hate English so much. I still don't like it. I mean, I still no, I like it now. I mean, make me be with my wife, and I can make these videos. And talking in German would me make feel more awkward. I hope you could understand me in a nice way. I was trying to be kind of passionate in the video. If you like the video, give it a like, give it thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I wish you a nice day. That's the most important thing. And focus on yourself. Give a fuck about me. Focus on yourself. I wish you to have a nice day. Bye bye.